I knew you were a killer the day you arrived. Seems Britt found out too. Now they all see it. What sort of brother you really are.
Britt was the killer, and worse. He got what was coming to him.
And you made sure he got it, didn't you? Threw him clear off the wall. You told me what you did to get here. We both know you had blood on your hands. But now, you've killed one of your brothers. You'll lose your head for this, Tuttle. You'll be disgraced, dishonored, and burned till there's nothing left of you.
I swear by all the gods, old and new, I didn't do this.
You think I'm blind? Murder's in your blood. There's only one thing to be done with you now.
Hey, Frostfinger. I saw what Garrett did to Britt last night. I was there. My relief was late, so I stayed behind. I saw everything.
Go on, then.
Don't listen to him. He wouldn't know.
You've had your say. Well, what did you see?
It wasn't Garrett's fault. We were on watch when Britt just attacked him. Garrett had no choice but to fight back.
There isn't a man at the wall wouldn't sell his own mother for the right price. You two are up to something. Some deal you worked out. Or he's defending you for some reason I can't fathom.
Finn's just being a good brother.
I think. Can't watch a man die unjustly.
I decide what justice is. Garrett killed a man of the watch. There's a price to be paid for that. Let's go. I knew it was a mistake to make you a ranger.
Frostfinger. What's to be done with him? We're heading to Cruster's.
You'll have to find someone else for your expedition. Your man here still has a lot to answer for. Now out of the way, Snow.
Give us a moment.
Then kiss him quick and be done with it.
Garrett. I know you said you couldn't promise anything, but this... what happened? I thought you were smarter than that, Garrett. I thought you were going to be by my side at Craster's.
This isn't right. Britt's the murderer. Frostfinger has this all wrong.
Yet Britt's the one who's dead. You knew what your vows meant when you took the...
But John...
I'm sorry, Garrett. There's nothing more I can do. We're down a man, so keep your eyes open. Now let's move.
Seems even your mother's abandoned you. Won't be alone for long, though. The Axeman will find you soon enough.
know how many men have stood before me with false tales of my dragons? Desperate men, hoping for wealth, protection. Liars, every one of them. And I expect you are no different. You don't want to see what I do to liars.
Are you calling me a liar? You know nothing about me.
You're right. I don't know you.
Oh, shit.
Are you frightened? I thought you'd seen a dragon before. Your reaction says otherwise.
One run-in was enough for me, thanks.
Clearly. Would you like to touch him? Go ahead. Unless you are afraid. Of course, a man who has really faced a dragon before may have reason to be afraid. Go on.
Not a good idea, Asher.
I think I'd rather not.
You're smarter than you seem.
I don't think he likes me.
Then you were wise to keep your distance. You claim you saw Drogon. Give me a reason to believe you. I told you I've heard this story before. I'm going to need more than that.
We barely made it out of there alive, and you're asking us to prove it.
What do you mean you barely made it out alive? What have you done to him? If you've hurt him...
Hurt him?
He attacked us.
Drogon wouldn't strike without reason. You must have scared him. He is not some kind of thoughtless beast.
You can try to justify it all you want, but the truth is, he's dangerous.
He's right.
Your tongue is dangerously sharp, sellsword. Why did you come here? You tell me lies about Drogon. To what end? You want gold? A title? My undying gratitude? What do you want from me, Asher Forrester? If you cannot answer a simple question, then we have nothing more to discuss.
Please, Your Grace. Asher's family is depending on him. We need to hire an army.
An army?
If you could spare some of your sellswords.
Please, if
I also came here looking for an army. But what I found were the cries of children and people suffering in chains while their masters profited from their misery. My sellswords will help me free the slaves of Marine. That is their mission. Your need is not greater than theirs. These are people who have suffered for years without end. I cannot give you the Second Sons.
there must be something I can do to convince you.
As we speak, my men prepare to enter Marine. What they are about to do is much bigger than you or I. Bigger than one family back in Westeros. So, unless you think you can storm Marine and free all the slaves yourself, you have nothing more to offer me, Croft. You may leave.
That's
But,
it.
Your Grace.
See them out.
Beskar knows the city better than anyone, Your Grace.
What the hell, Asher?
Is this true?
Yes. I lived in Marine for a time. On the eastern side of the city. Fucking bastard.
So you wish to accompany them? You'd help the Second Sons? Guide them into Marine?
I can't, Asher.
This could be our only chance.
Is that what you're saying?
You're really considering this?
They could prove valuable.
Anything for you. Within reason, of course.
Very well. You two will join Croft and his men. Get them into the city, help them liberate Marine, and I will see that you are rewarded. But your uncle stays here. if I find you've lied or put my men in danger.
I understand.
Good. Croft will get you settled in. It's going to be a long night.
I told you I didn't want to go back to Marine. What the hell was that?
Oh, quit your complaining, Beskar. It won't be that bad.
You don't know that.
Beskar.
Get your armor patched up in here. Extra bedrolls if you need them. Piss buckets in the corner where it's always fucking been.
Long time since we had a piss bucket.
I spent 2 years trying to get where I am now. Don't fuck this up for me, Asher. Nail! We got 2 more.
Curse this bloody leg!
It's not your leg that's the problem, Roderick. You've got to be practical. You got the best of Griff last time. When he comes looking for revenge, do you think you can beat him? He'll be angry, looking for revenge.
It sounds like you prefer if Roderick stayed down in the mud.
No, but Griff will see that you pay for what you did. You don't stand a chance against Griff right now. Not in a fair fight. And I think you know that. You can't handle a sword like you used to. So find another advantage. Surprise your opponent. Do something unexpected.
Like what?
I'll show you. Come at me. Bring your opponent down to your level. When I attack you, drop down, avoid my blade, and swing at the back of my knees. Wait for me to attack.
Roderick!
Let's try it again. Almost. Again.
Shit!
I'm fine. I'm fine.
My lord, sorry to interrupt.
Elena?
She insisted on seeing you immediately.
Lady Elena, I'm sorry to hear we won't be sisters.
Talia. Roderick. Can I speak with you? Privately. You remember my little brother?
Quiver! Good gods, you've grown.
You could just call me Arthur now.
I hope you don't mind us coming unannounced. But something's happened. I didn't know what else to do. Maybe this was a bad idea.
Elena, the last thing I need right now is more trouble.
You try to force a woman to marry you, but this is where you draw the line?
Lord Whitehill paid my father a visit at Rillwater Crossing. He told my father you were disobeying Griff's authority and
And he wanted to teach you a lesson.
as if I'm some token to be handed around.
You mean...
He demanded I marry his son, Griff.
What?
Lord threatened my family. Told my father if he refused, would be slaughtered along with you.
Father acted the damn coward.
He agreed, Roderick. I am to marry Griff Whitehill. That arrogant, pig-eyed prick!
I still can't believe Father agreed to it.
Griff sits in my great hall and acts like the king of bloody Westeros. You can't marry him.
Do you think I want to marry that disgusting pig? But my father won't listen. I'm not gonna be the bone they throw that howling dog. I'm not gonna be some prize for him to rip open. We have to get rid of him. I can't think of any other way. My father won't see reason. Lord Whitehill's made up his mind, and so have I.
Roderick, you wouldn't have to do it yourself if you didn't want to. We have a way around that.
You brought your men.
I command Father's elite guard. These men are trained archers, swordsmen, experts in both ranged and close combat. They're yours, if you'll help us take down Griff.
The whole guard?
20 men. My father still thinks they're aboard a ship bound for the Reach. What do you have to lose, Roderick? Griff has been a nightmare for you and your house.
You can't have any reason to keep him around.
I have to decide what's best for my house.
I know that. I know this might sound mad, but it's the only way. Get rid of Griff, and you'll be free to use the guard however you like. You can finally take control of your house again. Please, promise me you'll do this. If there's any part of you that is sorry.
I'm sorry. I won't make that promise.
You're a bloody coward!
Arthur, would you give us a moment? I know you have to think of your family, but I don't have a choice here, Roderick. The thought of him touching me, calling me his own, I won't live like that.
We don't have to murder Griff. I can use those soldiers another way.
How? I've thought about it, and this is the only way to be sure. What else could you do to stop it? I know it's drastic.
I'll use those men to take down the Whitehills, but I'll do it the right way.
But will that be enough?
With Ludd out of power, you won't have to marry his son.
All right. The guard is yours.
Thank you, Elena.
I just hope that when the time comes, you'll do what must be done. Roderick, I can't forget what happened between us. But I know you'll do the right thing. I just wish we could go back.
What do you mean?
Back to when I loved you and you loved me, and that's all we needed to know. Here we are in that same old grove, but so much has changed. Everything is different now. We're different.
But we can't go back, Elena. We can't change what's happened.
I know. And maybe it's better that way. There's no way of knowing, is there? We should go. Arthur will be waiting.